going to demo my Dingwall Droc 5 here. So talking signal path before I dive in, I'm going through Cali 76 with about a 4-to-1 compression on it. I'm going through a Capo DI with just the tube DI simulation, no actual EQ, and then going through a Noble DI that's flat also. So that's going in Ableton Live, and it's direct from there. And with my bass, I basically have the tone knob rolled off to about 30% off. So that's how I play it. Get a little bit of the top end is going off there, so you're not getting complete wide open pickups. You're getting how it would sound live. I'm going to go through and cycle the pickups from all three on, and then I'll play the middle pickup, then the Music Man style with the back two, and then just the bridge pickup. And with that, I'm going to play through finger style, then using a pick, and then slap, just to get an idea of how all the pickup configurations sound. And I'll talk a little bit about where I got the bass and why I chose the Droc model. talk a little bit about why I landed on this out of all the Dingwall models that they have the standards nowadays. So I recently got back from vacation. We went to Orlando, and I decided, hey, I'm going to go to Bass Central. I've bought probably upwards of 10 basses from Bass Central over the last 20 years. And I want to stop in the shop. I've never actually been there. And really the thing I wanted to test out was they do a lot of Dingwall sales, so I wanted to see how do all the different Dingwall models compare. So they let me go through and play pretty much all the different design models that they have in stock. I started with the Combustion. The Combustion model has an ash body, EMG pickups. I loved all the models' neck shape. Okay, the necks on these things are pretty awesome. They have kind of like I would say a C to a U type of shape, and they're not thick, but it is a unique neck shape versus all the other basses that I own and played. I started with Combustion. Combustion was good. I don't like the EMG preamp in that one. So went on then to the NG2. So the NG2's just got the 2 back pickups. I really like the NG model from the body shape to the tone and the active dark glass preamp. That's all a really nice preamp. I also like the extra room, not having the neck pickup on the NG2 provided. I actually preferred the NG2 over the NG3. The NG3's pickup selections I wasn't a huge fan of. So the 2 allows you to do the neck pickup and basically the bridge pickup and both of them together. The NG3 has more of like jazz bass tones and does some good stuff, does the Music Man sound stuff too, but I actually just like the NG2 better. And then I got to the Droc, and the Droc actually is passive, so it doesn't have a preamp in it, and its pickup configurations are series neck pickup with parallel of the Music Man style, then the middle pickup, which is kind of like in between a P bass and a Rick, a really good sound, the Music Man sound, and then it goes to the bridge pickup. And with this one, it's extremely versatile. I like the heck out of it. All of the basses had a fantastic setup. And I asked the Bass Central guys, hey, do you all do your own setups? And they're pretty much like, we don't touch them. They come in like that from Dingwall for the Canadian setup that they do once they get them from overseas. So highly impressed with that. The smaller mandolin frets definitely are different. You'll tell when you go to play one of these. It's extremely easy to play, and the fan fret thing doesn't really bother me. The biggest impact's adjusting how you play chords, probably up past the 12th fret. Down here, this is not even a thing. You won't even notice it. So you can get past that pretty quick. I have played this bass live one time so far with the band. What I can tell you is that with all the pickups on, that's probably my favorite selection of the pickups panning. It's almost like the bottom on a Sadowski. It's really big and wide. When you put on all the pickups like this on most basses, you would have a big time mid-frequency drop off and loss. I think with this being a serious pickup selection now, with the other 2 in parallel, it doesn't do that. It just gets bigger. And there is a noticeable pickup output change when you go to all the pickups on versus just one of the pickups or 2 of the pickups. So that's my number 1 sound on here is all the pickups on. The second one would be the middle pickup. So good P-bass Rick sound. It sounds great. It's probably the 2 that I spend the most time on. The Music Man pickup has its own thing. You play Music Man, you know what it sounds like. It's got a place. A lot of music that I play nowadays still uses that type of thing. It sounds really good playing pick style too. Also slap, y'all know that from the Flea background stuff. The bridge pickup piece, not a real big fan of that one just because it's not very usable. That's like a jazz soloist thing, and that's not really my deal. But I would tell you that all pickups on thing is awesome. The thing I love about this bass is it's crystal clear. All the registers sound great. That B string, it's going to be the best that you've ever heard a B string sound, by far, not even close. I don't know if it's the register, the fan frets and stuff on this thing, but there's no dead spots. Literally no dead spots on the entire neck. That's unique. Most 34-inch scale basses, you would have dead spots. Since this thing's got all the different scales mixed, you just don't have that. The luminolays on this thing. So it's got luminolays on here for the 5-string model, and those are really high end and are very noticeable and seeable on a dark stage. I love the heck out of those luminolays. The case that comes with it is a top of line case. I'm not gonna say it's as good as one of your your best gig bag, but it's awful close. Enough to where I'm using that when I use this bass. The only negatives I have about this, okay, so this is a small body. This design, they've done the strap locks and some good spots to make it not neck dive. It does not neck dive with the strap on. But the body's really thin. It's got kind of a herder edge. So if you or somebody plays your bass like this all the time, put your arm on there, you're gonna cut in your arm some. But what I'll tell you is if you play, when you play this live and you're standing up, the positioning of the strap you really have to work with some. But you can get this thing just right, use floating thumb technique, and it doesn't eat into your arm when you're playing pick style, doesn't bother you. Sitting down, it's not the greatest of feeling because you got to come over that harder edge. That's the biggest negative I have. It's not light either. This thing is probably right at 10 pounds. Most of the D-Rocs go from 9 to 10 pounds, somewhere in there. Maybe some a little bit over 10, 10.2 pounds, something like that. But overwhelmingly, this thing sounds great live. It is an awesome passive bass 5-string. I put some aftermarket carbon fiber, basically dots on here that I bought online, and they look all right. But if I ever got a custom, I would definitely be doing some of their high-end fret markers and stuff. So check it out. The Dingwall standards are pretty awesome. They're very well made. The setups are great. This thing is crystal clear and sounds awesome in a big band. That's my thoughts on it. Thanks.